Hi class, today we are on Saxon Math, Book 4, Lesson 87, and today we are going to learn how to multiply two two-digit numbers. So, for our first example, we want to multiply 34 times 12. So, we're going to break this apart. This is called a partial product. We're going to take our 12 and we're going to break it into 10 plus 2. So if we multiply 34 times 10 and 34 times 2, we can add those together and get our total answer. So we're going to do that down here. 34 times 10. Remember our tens trick. We're just going to tack on a 0 there. So 34 with a 0 is 340. And then we're going to do 34 times 2. And that's just a double. So we're going to double our numbers here and get 68. Actually, let me move it over. 68. So now 34 times 10 is 340. 34 times 2 is 68. If I put these two numbers together, it's going to give me my total answer to 34 times 12. Here's why. I need 12 groups of 34. So here I have 10 groups of 34, and here I have 2 groups of 34. If I put them all together, I get my 12 groups. So here we'll just add 8 plus 0 is 8, 6 plus 4 is 10, carry the 1, 3 plus 1 is 4. So 34 times 12 is equal to 408. Okay? This is the long way to do it, but seeing it done this way helps with understanding the short way to do it. So let me show you that way next. For this same problem. So I'm going to keep my 34 times 12 up here, but I'm going to rewrite it vertically. So we've got 34 times 12. So I'm going to do basically the same thing I did before, except instead of multiplying times 10 first, I'm going to multiply times 2 first. And what is 2 times 34? It was 68. But let me show you how we do that in this method. We're going to take 2 times 4, just as if we were multiplying a one-digit number times a two-digit number. 2 times 4 gives us 8. Then we're going to take 2 times 3, which gives us 6. Okay? Our next step is to multiply this 10 times 34. So you have to remember that this is a 10. It's the digit 1, but the value is 10. And if you remember that, then you'll realize, oh, I'm multiplying times 10. There's going to be a 0 at the end of my answer. So you put that 0 there since we're multiplying times 10. And then you do 1 times 4, which is 4. 1 times 3, which is 3. And when we did this before, the first time, we said 2 times 34 is 68. Look at the 68 right there. We said 10 times 34 was 340. Do you see the 340? Now we add these together, and I'm running out of room on my whiteboard here, but if I had a piece of paper, I would continue adding there, and I would say 8 plus 0 is 8, 6 plus 4 is 10, carry my 1, 3 plus 1 is 408, which is exactly what I got before as well. Okay, so our next example is 31 times 23. So I'm going to hold my board this way so I don't run out of room this time. We've got 31 times 23. So remember, we're going to multiply the 31 times 3 first. We're going to ignore that 2 and multiply it times 3. So 3 times 1 gives us 3, and 3 times 3 gives us 9. Next, I'm going to multiply 31 times 20. 20 ends with a 0. So my answer is going to need to end with a 0. So I just go ahead and put that there right away. So now 20 times 1, 2 times 1 is 2, 20 times 1 is 20. See, I have my 20 there. And 2 times 3 is 6. Or if I think about it as 20 times 30, I'm going to have 600. And see how my 6 ends up in the hundred place? Now I want to add those two numbers together. 3 plus 0 is 3, 9 plus 2 is 11, and 6 plus 1 is 7. So my answer is 713. All right, so once again, I tell you this oftentimes when we have difficult concepts, Saxon likes to take it slow. So that's all we're going to do with this for right now. You have some practice problems that we are going to look at together. And if you're like, oh my gosh, this is totally strange and I've never done anything like it before, that's okay. You're going to get practice with every lesson, with every written practice from here on out and throughout your math career. And you will get this. Just take it slow and do the best you can with each problem that you're given. So let me put the lesson practice on the board behind me. We have 8 problems. You can start these as I'm getting them on the board. Okay, so here are our problems up here on the board behind me. Go ahead and try them on your own. Hit pause when you're ready to see how to do them. Go over the answers, hit play, and come on back to join me. Okay, so let's get a different color marker here. We've got 32 times 23. And excuse me, I'm going to try to stop that dinging that's happening. It's not going to stop. So sorry, my class is sending messages this morning. If you can hear that ding, 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 that's my students talking to each other in this virtual world of ours. So 32 times 23. We're going to start with our ones. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. So 3 times 32 is 96. 20 times 32. It's going to end with a 0, so we need to put our 0 in there. Then 2 times 2 is 4. And 2 times 3 is 6. And now we add those answers together. 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 4 is 13, and 6 plus 1 is 7. So our answer is 736. Take a look at B. Here we had 32 times 23. Here we have 23 times 32. What do we know about multiplication? Do I have to do all the work to solve this? Since I just solved this one? No, when you flip-flop numbers in multiplication, you end up with the same answer. So I know this is 736. Therefore, I can say this must also be 736. All right, take a look at C here, 12 times 43. First, we're going to do 2 times 43. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. Then we're going to do 10 times 43. Well, that'd be 43 with a 0 tacked on. We add our answers. 6 plus 0 is 6. 8 plus 3 is 11. 4 plus 1 is 5. So 516 for C. D, 34 times 21. 1 times 34. That's just going to be 34. 20 times 34. It's going to end with a 0. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6. We add our answers, and we have 4, 11, and 7. So 714. All right, let's take a look at E. 32 times 32. We'll multiply 2 times 32 first. So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. Now we're going to multiply 30 times 32. 30 ends with a 0, so our answer will end with a 0. And then 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9, and we add those together. For an answer of 1,024. F, first we multiply 4 times 22. Ooh, I can do that in my head. 4 times 22, 88. 4 times 2, 4 times 2. Then I multiply 10 times 22. It's going to end with a 0. Then I add. And our answer is 308. G, first I multiply 2 times 13. Again, I can do that one in my head. 26. Then we multiply 30 times 13. So it will end with a 0. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. And we add. 416 is our answer. Finally, we have 33 times 33. Multiply 3 times 33 first. That was kind of like our 22 times 4. 99. 3 times 3, 3 times 3. 99. Now we're going to multiply 30 times 33. It'll end with a 0. And then once again, 3 times 3, 3 times 3. 9, 9. We'll add. And we have 1,089. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to begin your written practice, which starts on page 554 of your textbook. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.